Hey there. I wanted to share something with you today. Something that's really when I connect with myself on a deep level, when I connect with my truth, is something that is always a message that I feel really strongly about. And it's probably not a message you haven't heard before, but I want to emphasize it. And the message is you are really needed here. You're really needed on this planet. You're really needed in this world. There are so many people in this world that are struggling, that are suffering, that are going through such difficulty, and that do not have the resources or ability or trust in life to deal with that, to handle that, to navigate through that. There are so many people who have completely forgotten the truth of our divine nature. They've completely disconnected with our internal well-being and oneness that is always here, always within us. And that's because we've been raised so opposite of our divine truth. We've been trained to believe and think about ourselves so the opposite of how our divine truth feels and knows about us. Because divinity only views you in the absolute highest light. And I want to emphasize that. Every moment you have a moment of self-judgment or self-denial or self-rejection, which isn't your fault, but just something we are waking up out of. The divine never sees you like that. The divine always only sees you in the highest regard, in the highest light, knowing that you've come here to contribute your unique energy, to contribute your authentic self, not your perfect spiritual self, which is something we often strive for, but no, your biggest energetic contribution, your biggest impact comes from you being you being authentically you in each moment, letting through what is so real for you, and letting other people feel that, letting other people feel you, letting other people feel who is really behind this person that is seen in this world. What is the depth of me? Who am I underneath this? What do I deeply care about? And what do I want to contribute into this world? What do I want to give of myself that truly can make a difference? And what can I give of myself where I don't have to constantly chase a perfect version of myself? What can I give of myself right now, as real and raw as things might be for me? Because often our biggest energetic contributions, our deepest powerful expression comes through when we are in our vulnerable realness, when we are connected to life, when we're connected to our feelings, no matter whether they're positive or negative, no matter what you feel, but being connected to that and standing in your truth in that, and knowing that just because you feel an emotion that might not be preferable, that might be uncomfortable, doesn't mean that you can't still give of yourself, doesn't mean that despite of that, you can't still shine a light into this world that is needed. And you actually being authentic and honest about where you're at, honest about how you might still feel, can be so helpful and potent for people, rather than pretending to be perfect or needing to be perfect. Our society has trained us so much that we can only be good enough when we get all these things right, when we're so perfect and have every box ticked. I say fuck that. That's bullshit. Let yourself be real. Let yourself be vulnerable. Don't be ashamed of your vulnerability. Don't be ashamed of your realness. Let your realness be your deepest power. Let the uncomfort and pain of so much trauma that has collected itself within you, that has never been your fault, that you've never deserved. Let that pain be seen in a way that you're not afraid to show that you still have pain to move through. You're not afraid to admit that there's still things that are healing within you. And what I'm really trying to disrupt in the spiritual field, in the field of personal growth and development, is that tendency where we always need to show ourselves as so powerful, that we've gotten it all together, that we understand it all. And it's okay, it's good to stand in our power, but it has to be a power that's also connected to how we really feel, to how we really are, that we're not denying the deeper pain that we might still be transforming, which is a strength in itself, to bring consciousness and presence to the deeper layers of pain and trauma within you. To be with them, to burn with them, to not run away from them, to be with them as long as you need to be there in your full presence, in your full commitment. That is a strength, that is a power, and you should never be ashamed of that. And you should never hold on against yourself that, oh, just because I'm not feeling well, I somehow must be in a low state and I can't help. No, you can help by being you. You can help by just being authentically you, because that's what's needed in this world. Not perfection, realness. Just your penetrative, real self, because in that, when you're being that, the deepest transmission of consciousness that can be so healing and so powerful for people and so relieving, where people can truly drop in your energy, in your presence, it can only fully come through in its most potent effect when you're in touch with where you are right now. And I invite you to believe in yourself, no matter how you feel, no matter how things might be in your life right now, no matter the situations in your life. I invite you to believe in yourself and see yourself regardless. See yourself for all that you've survived. See yourself for all that you've been through, and yet you are still here, trying again and again to give your best. See yourself for that. If you don't have success, if you are not seen in this world in the way that maybe a part of you would like to, let that be a sign to see yourself for everything that you are, for that you care about truth, for that you care about the expansion of well-being on this planet, that you care about every individual on this planet, because you deeply inside, you know the interconnectedness of us all, and you know that there is nothing truly separating us. That me speaking to you right now in this moment is just us coming together, meeting ourselves as the one eternal love that we are. That there is nothing separating us. Because there is nothing separating us. There is nothing to pretend. There's nothing to hide. But there just needs to be a belief in ourselves that we are part of this big puzzle piece that exists on this planet, and that our energy is so unique and so vital and so irreplaceable, and that we need to be seen in that, in our unique energy, in our authentic energy. And I invite you to do everything that you can, no matter how much doubt creeps in your mind, which is understandable given everything you've been through. But I still invite you to believe and see you. Just see you for who you are. Even if you feel like you have nothing to show for, there is something. If I would meet you right now in this space, there is something I could see about you. Such a beautiful quality about you that is so unique to you. Give that to the world. Give your deepest, most sincere, most caring qualities to the world. Expand them, bring them into the world. Shower this world with your energy. Deliver to this world a consciousness that has never been seen before. Deliver to this world a consciousness that is so needed, a consciousness grounded in realness, in authenticity, and in an absolute conviction that you have something powerful to give. Because we all do. We are all needed. We are all essential. And I see you in your essence today, in what you can deliver, and what you can bring. And I call it forth in you. I call it forth in you because you are what's needed. Your light, you coming out of hiding from the self that you thought you had to be, into the true self that you've always been, the soul that's always been dwelling within you. I call myself forth, I call you forth to come out now and shine our love and shine our truth, no matter how little people agree with it or not. Let your truth be felt. Let the ripple effects of your truth be felt when you engage with the world, when you engage with another human being. Let yourself be felt. Let yourself be felt. We got this. We're important. We're needed. Thank you for receiving this and letting me share it with you. We got this.